Hey there, everyone. Dr. Beth Westy here, and I'm going to talk about exercise. I spend a lot of time talking about nutrition and hormones and health, and I do want to spend some time really focusing on the exercise piece to your hormones and cycle and talking about the biggest mistakes women make with exercise. This is a conversation I have with women every day in terms of fitness, exercise, everything else. So I do cover some of this information in my book, The Female Fat Solution, which is on Amazon. So if you have not picked up a copy, there is a whole section in here on exercise. It does focus a lot on nutrition and hormones, but there's so much info on background and health overall for women that it is really content rich. I also have my podcast, The Female Health Solution, and that is on iTunes. I have a great episode that just uploaded with a very, very well-known expert in hormones as well, Dr. Patrick Flynn. So if you have not listened to today's episode, download it now, listen to it now. It's amazing. And I also have a 12-week program where I work with women one-on-one, focusing on a lot of different things: nutrition, stress, hormones, really making sure that your body is functioning at its best and you are moving towards your goals in a positive direction. Every body is different. And if you are finding yourself stuck and frustrated, spinning your wheels and just, I don't want to start something else and just to have it fail again in a month from now, that is exactly the type of gal that I work with, because we focus on getting your body a new foundation of health to move you towards your goals in a totally different way. It's amazing the shift and change that happens. It's not always comfortable at first because we're making a lot of big differences in the body, but it does provide a completely new result that you're going to be able to take forward and keep. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, and then I also just released a cookbook that is my favorite protein balls and fat bombs all in one. So I do have a lot of recipes that I post for that. So I just compiled it so it's easy to find when you want to make your favorite protein balls. All right. So I'm going to jump in. Exercise and tips that women most often miss. And they make these mistakes. And it's not because, you're trying to self-sabotage. It is just one of those things that women get advice from a lot of different people. And honestly, the recommendations for exercise are put out there for men. It doesn't take the female body into account and how the female body responds to stress, how the female body acts differently in different phases of your cycle with different hormones. It's completely different sometimes. I mean, you may go for a run and feel like, oh my gosh, I am nailing it. I am doing great. This is amazing. And then you recover really well. 2 weeks later, you do that same run and you feel like you're dying. You feel like your legs are just heavy cement blocks. And then you don't even recover well. It takes you days to get over it. And that is because your body shifts and changes. So there's nutrition things that you can do to really take advantage of those different phases so you stay at the top of your performance every week of the month. But one of the main things, especially for women to focus on for exercise that they're missing out on, is stretching. People in general don't stretch enough. That's sort of a blanket statement. But for women especially, your body reacts very differently, estrogen versus progesterone. So in estrogen, your ligaments are actually more flexible, especially around time of ovulation. After that, as you get closer to your period starting, so this is 5 days, 7 days, 10 days before your period, you are going to be way less flexible naturally. So it's going to be really, really important that you are taking the extra time to stretch. Now, how much time do you need to stretch? Minimum 30 seconds. That's literally how long physiologically it takes for those muscles to actually stretch. If you're doing this and you're like, oh, I feel it, I'm good. No, that is not a stretch. A stretch is held for a solid 30 seconds. If you do not have a clock or a stopwatch or something near you when you're stretching, do it, because 30 seconds is a really long time when you're just going like this. And it's 30 seconds per muscle group. And you have to stretch. If you're going to stretch your quads, you got to stretch your hamstrings. You have to do all the muscle groups. So if you're going to stretch, it should take you 15 to 20 minutes, at least. That's an actual real stretch. And a lot of people go to the gym or they do boot camps or they do all these things, and you're not really taking the time to stretch those muscles that you're working. And if you think about it, compiling all those different activities together, and week after week your body's responding differently to flexibility, it's going to screw with how well your body's going to function if you're not taking the time to stretch. So my favorite time to stretch for me, so I am a football player. I play for the Minnesota Vixen, so I'm a professional athlete. So this is my world. And it's funny because I don't talk a lot about exercise. I focus a lot on nutrition. But I spend a lot of my time working out because I love it and I'm an athlete and I'm super competitive. But my favorite time to stretch, so I'll give you my little favorite tips as I go through this. My favorite time to stretch is actually at the end of the day. A lot of times I'm doing, more than one workout a day, and I'll do a little quick stretch. But at the end of the day, it feels like stretching gets lost in the process. Yes, Sarah. Yeah, a lot of times when you work out with a trainer, you're like, oh, I'm going to go work out with a trainer for an hour. You want that hour to be like kicking your butt, right? And then when you're done, you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to go home. No, spend 15 minutes stretching. So my favorite time to really, really stretch out my whole body is at the end of the day. I will do an Epsom salt bath, soak my legs in a hot Epsom salt bath. People and women typically are deficient in magnesium. Magnesium is uploaded into your system. So I talk about that here, Epsom salt bath. And magnesium can actually go through your skin to absorb into your body, which helps your muscles relax. And then I stretch after that. It's amazing. It's an amazing way to stretch because you're going to actually have that heat and you're going to have the Epsom salt, the magnesium to help your muscles really stretch. You still have to stretch for at least 30 seconds. But I feel way better stretching after that than I do even after a workout, because again, a lot of times I'm busy, I'm on the go, I'm like, oh, I gotta get going. But this, not a good enough stretch. Really, really stretch. It makes a huge difference in your fitness overall. The next thing is rest time. Now, this may be different throughout the month for you. For women, especially, you may need more rest when your body is in that progesterone phase. So this is days 15 through 28 of the cycle. That it just takes longer for your body to really repair and renew those cells that get broken down. So there is a purpose to exercise and fitness. You are supposed to break your body down in certain points. You're supposed to cause some damage. A little bit, right? Like a little bit of tear down so that your body can come back and rebuild it stronger, faster, better. If you're not doing that breakdown, it doesn't repair stronger. But if you're doing the breakdown and you're not giving your body enough time to repair, it's still broken down and you're causing more breakdown. Not good. Not good. That's where a lot of fatigue sets in. That's where injuries set in, chronic pain, overuse injuries. You're not getting enough rest time, and you may need more rest time when your body's higher in progesterone, especially if you're doing heavy lifting. If you're lifting heavy and you're like, holy crap, I'm sore 5 days later, there's nutrition changes you can make to help speed that up, but keep that in mind with your overall training that sometimes your body will need a little extra rest. That will make a big difference in your recovery and in your fitness overall. New activities. So it is important to do different dynamic activities. It helps with balance, proprioception. It helps with muscle, speed, agility, all these other things, right? So introducing new activities. So if you're going to the gym and you're just getting on the stair stepper every day, is that going to burn as many calories for you? No, because you have to do dynamic things. That's why people love doing classes, because the classes, they're always changing the movements. That's why I love going to boot camp, and I see Austin's on. Hi, Austin. Yeah, he is my trainer at boot camp. He's also my trainer for heavy lifting, which I love. But it's great because those are different dynamic movements that are allowing your body just to change and shift and challenge in that muscle tissue. Very, very important for women. But if you're going to start a new activity for women, they've done some studies and it's been shown that women actually retain new habits, better muscle memory, and you get stay with things longer and get a better result if you start it during your estrogen phase. That's days 1 through 14 of your cycle. Crazy, right? So if you're thinking about, ooh, I might want to do a new thing, or, but I want to stick with it. I don't just want to try out this thing. I want to stick with it. I want to make it last. When should you implement that? Estrogen phase. More likely to upload and keep it there. So if you guys have questions as I'm going through this, please let me know. I'll put a link below where if you, as I'm talking through things, if you get your wheels turning and you're like, ooh, I wonder how this would work for me, or I wonder how blah, 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 right? You know, let me know, but I'll put a link to it where you can schedule a call with me. I'm more than happy to answer questions or help you navigate some things and say, hey, this is a great way to move forward with this, that, or the other, and make a positive shift for you kind of right away. And so if you're watching this recorded as well, drop questions below because I'll still answer them. Yeah, and again, if you're not comfortable asking a question, again, that's where I schedule a call. I'm more than happy to chat. The second thing, so this is like actual activity, exercise-wise that you can do. These things here are really important as well. Body work. Body work is essential. The thing is that if you are really wanting to increase your fitness, start thinking of yourself as a professional athlete. Start thinking of yourself as like one of those athletes that you see, like if you watch baseball, if you love baseball, and then start thinking of yourself and think of like, how do they train? How do they care for themselves? What is their self-care routine? And start emulating some of that. It really makes a big difference. All professional athletes have a team of people that help them stay in tip-top shape. They train and they do all those things, and then they have a team of people help them recover. Julie, one day I hope to be an athlete again. Yes! You will get there, Julie. You will be running your marathons, right? You'll get out there, do it. Yeah. But body work is so, so important. And Julie also is an amazing massage therapist. But chiropractic care, massage therapy, acupuncture, the Epsom salt bath, even things like rollers, like you can do rolling, you know, I roll my own legs. I use lacrosse balls, you know, for spot work all the time. And it really makes a big difference as you're breaking this muscle tissue down. Women so often think, oh, well, I only have so much time in the day. I got to get to the gym. I got to do this, that, and the other. I don't have time to do a massage too. That's going to be part of your rest and recovery, getting body work done. And it's one of those things, like it would be so great if you could do it on yourself, but you know, you can do some little things, sure, but really you need somebody to work out your tissue. That helps a ton. And for women who, if you're stressed, if you are having problems with adrenal fatigue, if you have high cortisol levels, if your hormone levels are off, it is essential that you're getting body work done, because again, if your hormones are off, your body's not uploading even the best training program ever, right? Lacrosse balls are so good. Yeah, they do. But it's really important then that you're doing this type of body work to help your system turn around faster. It really makes the biggest difference ever. And it can help like immediately. But body work helps with cortisol, adrenals, stress. It helps with hormones, everything. It really, really does. I could go on for days on all of these things. So I am a chiropractor by training. I've done massage therapy for over a dozen years, and I'm also certified in acupuncture. So these are all like trades that I have studied and performed and am a professional in, and I can't tell you the difference it makes. And not only doing the work on other people, but having it done on myself. These are things that I get done all the time, every week. Have to stay at tip-top condition. I mean, I work out a ton and play football, right? I'm 37. Like, that's crazy. How am I still doing this? Nutrition and this. Those are the keys. Yes. So it makes a huge, huge difference. Yesterday, first time you got acupressure cupping done. Yes. Oh my God. Cupping is my fave. So yeah, body work, huge, huge, huge for overall recovery and stress. You will feel like a different person afterwards. And then you know you're on the road to recovery. Okay, a big key on nutrition. I will do a separate video on nutrition timing for exercise, for training, for performance, all that stuff, because that's a little bit different. But overall, And this is something that women don't think about. Like, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to push myself harder in the gym. I'm getting stronger. I'm going to push myself harder in the gym. If you push yourself harder, you need to give yourself more nutrition, literally more food. More food. When you work out harder, you get to eat more food. Why? Because your body needs it. If you work out harder, but you don't upload more nutrition, your body doesn't have it to repair as well. And it'll go, oh, we didn't like that because we didn't get a good turnaround there. We're not going to recover well the next time. The next time you push yourself, it's going to go, yeah, nice try. Not going to happen anymore. Yeah. That's how that's going to go. And that sucks, because then you're going to feel like, oh, why is it so hard for me? I worked out last week and I'm still sore. Yeah, that's a problem. You need more food. Flat out need more food. You need more protein. You are not getting it. So that brings up, your workouts are only as good as your body's capacity to do the work and ability to recover. Yes, Julie. Oh, nailed it right there. Exactly. Kim, you're asking how much food do you add? It depends, but a lot of times, I mean, you do need more food. If for some women, they're like, oh my gosh, I worked out harder and then I got really hungry. Beautiful. Eat the food. Eat more food. It's a lot of times, sometimes it's an extra meal, right? Sometimes it's actually an extra meal. Yes. I mean, that's the thing, Michelle, you haven't gained. Exactly. When you push your body harder, so this is, you're running faster than you've ever run before. You're running more miles than you've run before. You're lifting heavier. These types of things. You need to eat more food to upload more nutrition so your body can have a better response. Without that, the female body sees it as a stressful event and it will backfire on you big time. Meaning you will gain weight. You will get stuck. You will hit a plateau. Food equals fuel. Yes, it does. Food equals fuel. So if you're working out harder, upload more nutrition and it will push you forward. So many women are afraid to do that. They're like, I want to work out harder so I can lose more weight. But to do that, I have to eat less then. I'm going to push myself harder, but eat less. That goes in the opposite direction. Yes, Kim. Yes, do that. Schedule a call. Absolutely. We will chat about this. Yeah. So I'll put that link below. These are things that I touch on in my book. We talk about things like this in my podcast. But I will put a link below so that if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to get stuck in this route again, or, oh, I'm training for a half marathon, or I'm training for this, that, or the other this summer. I don't know what to do. I don't want to get, I don't want this to backfire on me. Schedule a call. We will chat about the right protocol for you. Missy, love your book. Thank you, Missy. So that's the biggest thing there. If you're working out harder, get more food in. Yes. And then hydration. Last thing for exercise. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Now, I know that women are, constantly carrying around water bottles, constantly working on hydration. A few things about hydration. When your body is higher in progesterone, it does not upload hydration into your cells the same way it does when your body's higher in estrogen. You need more sugars, you need more electrolytes, more minerals when your body's higher in progesterone to have it actually upload into your cells. It's totally different. And Spot is down here all of a sudden. Right, puppy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You're a good boy, aren't you? He's going to say hi. He's going to come say hi. Oh, that's my good boy. Yes. I almost got through the video without him. Yes. I almost got through the video without him. Where's your toy? Where's your toy? You got a new toy. Go get it. What a butt. Anyway, so hydration, so that's a different thing as well. Your thirst is also going to be off a little bit when your body's higher in progesterone. You have to track it, everything else. But the other thing too is that if you are worried about hydration, you have to consistently do it. It takes a full 72 hours to fully upload hydration into your system too. Yeah. So what does that mean? You want to stay hydrated for the weekend? Start drinking water now. And not just water, but you're going to need minerals, electrolytes, things like that. Do it now. MAC. Yes, right? You just talked about this. I was like, oh man, yeah, people need to know this. People need to know this. Yes. Yeah, right? You just confirmed doing the same routine, cardio weights every day, and all the same routine. Yeah, switch it up. Switch up your routine. You keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same results, which is usually a plateaued result. Spot! Oh my God. No, see, this is his new toy. It's disgusting. It's such a weird thing, but there's this squeaky, and he just looks at it, but it's so wide that like he can't, normally he tries to like crawl through my stand, my phone stand, but he can't get through it because it's so huge and it's weird looking. Right, buddy? Right, buddy? Cross train your life. Yes, totally cross train your life. Right? Come here. Good boy. That's his toy. So these are the things. So hydration is different for women. Make sure you're getting sugars and make sure you're getting all this stuff in. If you have found this information helpful, click the share button. There are so many women that are doing this. They're overworking themselves at the gym. They're getting stuck doing the exact same things over and over again. They are not seeing results and they're thinking, I just need to work harder. Oh my gosh, I worked out last week. I'm still sore, but I got to push myself more. I have to push myself more. And you're thinking it's more of a mental thing. It's not mental, right? It is not you not having enough willpower. It is you are not giving your body enough time, enough resources to recover and do the next thing better. So it's shifting things, right? And why is that? It's because a lot of the information out there for exercise is for men, not for the female body and not for how our hormones affect our body. Stress is even super different. If you are stressed out, if you are not sleeping well, and you try and push yourself harder and harder and harder at the gym, it is going to backfire on you. And you are going to get this tire around your midsection and feel like, I'm at the gym all the time. I don't understand. Why is this tire on my midsection? Yeah, you can keep getting on the treadmill and you can keep pushing yourself harder and harder. But if you're not hitting these important points, you're missing it completely and you're working yourself into a hole and crashing your metabolism at the same time. So, all right. So this is what I got for you. Listen to that podcast episode. I'll put the link below if you want to schedule a call and chat. I'm more than happy to talk about exercise things and really how to get your body to recover so you can push it harder the right way to get the right results and see the right results. And then share this with others. My mission is to educate women and to give women the tools they need to be able to be on a better health path, to get to their results and feel like they're in control of their health instead of feeling like I don't even recognize my body anymore and I don't even know what it's doing and I don't know where to turn. That's what I want to change for women. So let me know if you guys have any other questions. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys later.